All right, this is speech number 2, and here's my audience. They actually are the only 3 that filled out my audience analysis that could make it, which is why they're in all of my speeches this evening. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. On October 19th, Zanesville, Ohio, went on lockdown. 3 school districts were closed, motorists were warned to stay in their vehicles, and over 50 heavily armed law enforcement officials were scouring the rural area. A plague of epic proportions? No. A madman serial killer? Nah. Roughly 50 exotic animals, including lions, tigers, cheetahs, wolves, cougars, and bears, escaped from a private zoo the previous Tuesday, October 18th. The owner of the county animal farm, a Terry Thompson, had committed suicide due to financial and marital problems, and left the animals' cages wide open, and the farm's fences wide open. It's a possibility that Thompson committed suicide after opening the cages. The county sheriff's department administered an overnight shoot-to-kill order for the exotic animals. 50 tigers, lions, bears, wolves, and other wild animals died in the farm's fields and in the woods near Interstate 70 in central Ohio. 48 of them were shot to death by law enforcement officers in the hectic hours after the animals were set free. The dead animals were buried on the 73-acre Thompson property, and the surviving 6 animals were the only ones that were not freed, and they were taken to the Columbus Zoo. The animal farm owner Thompson had reportedly, as I had said before, experiencing legal and marital problems, and he was only just recently released from prison, where he and his wife had been separated. Much controversy has arisen because of the shooting of the animals. The county sheriff, Matt Luce, defended the shootings, telling reporters that his officers had only about an hour before sunset to control the situation, and they didn't have immediate access to tranquilizer darts. Most experts agree that Ohio officers had little choice but to kill the animals. Unlike in television and movie portrayals, real tranquilizers take time to take effect, and the impact of a dart can make an animal aggressive or cause it to run. Sedation doesn't happen immediately, said Lee Henry, a senior policy officer with the World Wildlife Fund. In fact, a vet from the local zoo shot one of the tigers with a tranquilizer dart, but the animal started to run off, forcing officers to shoot and kill it. Henry said that she believes that the Ohio police did what was necessary. "I'm not going to say who was right or wrong," she said. "I certainly wouldn't judge them for taking the actions that they did, when their primary responsibility was for the safety of the community." Thompson's neighbor, as quoted by MSNBC, said that he was in hot water because of the animals, because of permits, and the animals escaping all the time. A few weeks ago, she said, she had to avoid some camels which were grazing on the side of the freeway. Ohio has some of the nation's weakest restrictions on exotic pets and among the highest number of injuries and deaths caused by them. This has led in the weeks after the event for the governor to call for comprehensive legislation restricting exotic pet use.